This week, week 8, we're finishing up this confidence interval idea. So we're still in the same chapter. We're still in chapter 8. And we're going to be learning about students' T distribution. Now the word student is actually a name in this case, so that's why it's always capitalized. It's not for students. It's written by, someone used the pen name student when they discovered and wrote about T-scores. So the idea of a T distribution is that when we have the problems that we've been solving with the confidence intervals, we need to know the population standard deviation. Now, we really usually don't know the standard deviation of a population. And so can we use sample standard deviation in its place? And if we have a very large sample size, then that is probably perfectly fine. But if we don't know the population standard deviation, and our sample is a small size, small number of things sampled, then it is misleading and that confidence interval is going to be off. So that's where the T distribution comes in, and that's when we use it. So we actually have a little algebraic formula to solve for the T score, and a T score is going to change depending on what my N is, what the sample size is. You'll also come across degrees of freedom, which is actually my sample size minus 1. That's just the formula for the degrees of freedom. And there's charts to look up T-scores because it varies depending on how many things we are sampling and what confidence level we want. So those are the basic ideas. So the difference, we want to be able to discriminate between problems that need to use the T-score and need just the normal distribution. And that would be in knowing our population standard deviation or not, and how big our sample size is. We also are going to talk a little bit about calculating a sample size, that the right size that is required to estimate this population mean and a population proportion within the given confidence interval. So we'll be talking about sample size a little bit too. Good luck this week. Week 8, we're nearly there. Thank you.